Hey everyone, welcome back to Into the Blue Channeling with Lori and Sarah. I'm Lori.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
Well, it's an interesting time right now. I think this will actually be good to tell people like when we're filming this because it'll give a good perspective too. I'm in the States, obviously. If you're a regular watcher, you know that. And Sarah's in the UK, and we've just had the US presidential election. So we're filming this, what, the day after that we've gotten the results. So a little bit of an interesting climate out there. And we thought we would, you know, kind of bring in obviously the energies from the PG9, but I think it's obviously kind of cool to see a perspective of what's going on in Sarah's world and what's going on in my world across the pond, but something that's affecting everyone globally. So, how are you feeling, Sarah?
Feeling okay. I mean, I do have a lot of things going on
You do.
personally as well as in the collective. So
Yeah.
it's an interesting week, but yeah, I definitely have felt as an energy sensitive, I felt very connected to the collective, and it's like, okay, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of emotion, a lot of feelings of all varieties around this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I think it's
hopefully,
good to acknowledge that. I love that you're bringing
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And well, it'd be interesting to see what the PG9 have to say, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So,
mean, Sarah and I don't really get into politics or go take sides or we put that on this platform. That's kind of something we steer away from. Obviously, we have our own thoughts and things that we talk about together, but the PG9, they've made it very clear they like to bring in messages of hope and love and they kind of guide us and point us into that direction. But what I love about them and the Pleiadian energy is they don't shy away from emotions either. They always like that's something that they always tell me, like when I'm even channeling on my own and stuff, is feel your feelings, acknowledge your feelings. And yes, the collective, as our empathic hearts get bigger, we're gonna feel it, like we're gonna feel our brothers and sisters here, there, and everywhere, So there's a relatability factor there. And I think that's what's great about hopefully the OPG9 can bring some of that energy through and give people some of that just comfort, I guess, and like reassurance that everything is okay no matter what. That's the message I do always get. No matter what, everything is okay and you're okay. So be interesting to kind of see because we do have some of those. Are we? Yeah, we'll do some Q&A right today, Sarah. Are we gonna do?
mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
So let's get started. See what the PG9 has to say.
Okay.
All right.
I do feel very light,
Yeah, I actually
floaty.
I got very floaty right as I was talking to you at the end. So that's how I was like, they're knocking at the door.
Yes. So can we connect to the Pleiadian group of 9? Whoosh.
Mm. If that was interesting. That felt really lateral. Normally I'll feel like a whoosh high go up. This felt very lateral, like
Like it's so
sliding over. Yeah.
that's right. Like I felt like I was going right.
Yes, yes, yes. What's
Interesting.
that about? I wonder. Yeah. Oh, okay. I just heard it. They're like, because we are very, very close with all of you right now. We are not far away. And we were giving you that as an example to show you we are right near, we are right here beside. I'm getting so many tingles. I'm getting emotional. We are
Yeah,
right
actually,
here. Go
yeah,
ahead. Yeah, go.
I feel them like in the room with me. Like I feel
Same,
like I'm like sitting at their table rather
same.
than looking at that towards the table. Like we're at the table and they feel very, very, very close.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
hello.
Yeah, I feel like I literally just like, yeah, walked across the room or something and sat down at a table with old friends that are like holding such a supportive space. It's very nice.
Yeah, they're sending greetings to everybody on planet Earth, and they
Mm.
send their love as always. And
Yeah.
they're
I'm
saying
hearing,
that yes,
go ahead.
that they are with us. They are one at one with us, the extraterrestrials or multidimensionals.
I'm feeling a lot of angels in the room too, getting a lot of like angelic support. They were saying, how articulate can I pull this back? It was basically I kept hearing, "What are you feeling? What are you feeling?" And they were saying like take a pause on that phrase and just what are you feeling? Because saying a lot of people are feeling something different right now, but they don't even know what it is. Like it's just a range of emotions. And so they're saying like it's just good to ask yourself, like what am I feeling? And you don't even have to answer the question of why am I feeling? It's just more about what are you feeling, the acknowledgement of what's in your body. Um,
Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah.
And they're sharing with me that feelings are transient things.
Mhm.
It will pass. That feelings are part of our environment and also fed on by thoughts. And yeah, they're saying that yeah, feelings are fickle things, and you can have 100 different feelings in one day. But it's important to acknowledge and act on how you're feeling and release anything rather than showing me like literally like shoving it under the rug. Like, don't
Yeah.
press things down. That this now is not the time to be pushing things away. Now is the time to be acknowledging, to bring things into the light so that they can be transmuted. Um, Yes, they're showing these different scenes of like how you can transmute different energies and emotions. But yes, ultimately release it. Don't block off your throat chakra. If you have
Mhm.
something to say it. If you want to
Mhm.
vocalize loudly, then do so, I
Mhm.
say. Um, it's better rather than let it sit in your
Mhm.
energy field to try and release.
Yeah. Yeah. And that it can be done in a respectful and tactful way, that this is healthy, and I'm even kind of seeing like people just being in their bedroom talking to Pleiadians, their guides, angels, like even if you feel like you don't have somebody to talk to, like, personally that understands you or gets you, they're saying, we get you, we understand, we'll listen. And so I'm seeing a lot of people just like speaking literally in their rooms, like vocally. It's not even just telepathically. Um, and as you were saying that at the beginning there, I was also hearing they were kind of trying to lighten the mood. I kind of saw, I can't tell if this is like, it feels kind of like Cam, but it feels there's like I'm feeling another Pleiadian there. But I'm kind of getting, yeah, that kind of off to the background of like, and remember, you did come to experience a range of emotions on Earth. So, expressing and feeling emotions, a wide range of emotions is part of the Earth experience. So just take this all in, is kind of what I'm hearing is like, take it all in and recognize that some of it isn't yours. Some of it is collective energies. But that is what's beautiful about the Earth experience. You can't experience this anywhere on Earth, anywhere in the galaxy. You're kind of reminding me of that, of like this is all part of the human experience. And sometimes if you look at it from that viewpoint, it kind of helps you to be more of an observer rather than get so tunnel vision on it.
Absolutely, yes. It's so interesting you said that because they were saying the same thing to me, and they were definitely instructing us to keep questioning yourself with the feelings that you're feeling. Ask yourself, is it mine?
Mhm.
Is this really my emotion, or am I picking up on the collective
Mhm.
emotions of people around you, people in your neighborhood, or people further afield? There's such a collective energy, and it's in a collective experience, and they do want to speak to about us, about the collective experience, and about unity consciousness,
Mhm.
because the feelings that you're feeling right now is a part of that, and more and more people are becoming more and more sensitive to energy and to the collective energy. So they want you to stop from time to time for your day and question, is this mine? Is
Mhm.
this really my feeling? Is this
Mhm.
really my thought, or have I picked this up? And if
Yeah.
it isn't yours, if you feel like, oh no, this doesn't make sense, then you can place it down.
Mm.
They're actually showing me the energy clearing method.
Yes, I'm seeing it too.
Yeah, yeah, the hoop method.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I'm seeing the
Laura, do you
violet
want to?
flame at that same.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw the hoop and the violet flame method. That was interesting when you said that because yeah, I was like hearing like energy clear go in your stomach, like kind of your gut is going to be the thing that tells you like what is mine, what's Sarah's, like because I'm obviously this is a good example. Like I'm really picking up on Sarah's. So weird. I'm really out of it. I just like looked at the camera and it felt like really out of body. Um, what is Sarah's, what is mine? Because we're having two different experiences right now, but I can feel Sarah. Like I can feel her energy. I can feel what she's experiencing. So I can hold space for Sarah without taking it on and putting it in my body. There's, ways to do that. Just the acknowledgement factor is huge. But the violet flame technique, the violet flame is an energy we work with in Reiki. It's just an energy in and of itself, a frequency clears negative energy. It burns things up that don't serve you. So a common practice I do is working with the violet flame and saying any energies that are unneeded, unwanted, unused, I just remove those out of my field now. And I'll literally picture a violet flame just around me, transmuting all of that. And I remember Kara's reading, I think we mentioned that on her podcast. I literally kind of felt this like this like beautiful like energy fly up and out of the body. And I just visualize that all the time. It can be quick. It doesn't have to be this ritual of 10 minutes. You can be in the coffee shop. I do it all the time. And like violet flame, I don't want to pick that up. You can also do a clean sweep, like in Reiki, they teach us this, where it's from the shoulder down and you start with the right, go to the left, go back to the right, and you could do that. Then I do a sweep just like that. I'll go shoulder to hip, shoulder to hip, shoulder to hip. I do that 5 times. So 3 and then 5, and I'll just do that super quick and then violet flame. And you'd be surprised. It is just done like that. But the hoop technique, I think, yeah, Jamie Butler taught us this. You can visualize like a hula hoop, or I kind of picture, I actually have the tool up there that my friend Larry made me. It has like a netting, a metal netting on it, and it's a hoop, and you can run that through the body, like raking through all of that icky energy you don't want, and then like
yeah.
dump it off in like a box or something, and then give that back up to source to transmute. I mean, those are like 3 incredible ways that you can easily and quickly get rid of energies that aren't yours or that you just don't want. Transmutation.
The
Yeah.
PG9 are saying to those watching, maybe stop the video for now and try one of those
Mm-hmm.
and then see how you feel
Hmm.
and then restart the video. Okay.
Yeah.
That's your
Yeah.
homework.
Yeah. And breathe through it. Like I always, yeah, take a kind of a deep cleansing breath and all of that stuff. Like, sometimes that sounds cliche or like we know these types of things, but we forget them. We do. We forget to do the basics, and the basics work.
So as you were talking about the fire plane, Saint-Germain has popped on
Oh, yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
to my
yeah.
brain.
Oh my God,
He's
yeah, he's
literally
the keeper.
holding the violet flame in
He's
his
the
hand. He's
keeper of
got
the
like a
violet
beard, and
flame.
he's
Yes.
got like little curly brown hair, and it's like a cloak type thing. I don't know who this is particularly, but I've never met him before. I
I've
don't
got his
know.
book
But he's
right over here.
holding like the violet flame, like in like a almost like oh, how do you describe it? Like a gas canister or something. It's kind of like it's quite ornate
Hmm.
looking. It's kind of like
Hmm.
this.
I
Thank
so
you.
want to grab my books and my tools that I just keep staring at because yes.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for coming through. What's his first name? Is Sanshima something?
I don't know. I can
Maybe you'll
look.
tell
I
me.
mean, I was gonna say we're channelers. We should be able to get this. I always just call him a Saint Germain. So yeah, and Lady Violet, or is it Lady Violet? Is his twin flame? Um, I've got
He's
no
nodding.
Portia, Lady,
Yeah,
Lady
Portia,
Portia, and they both
the
do the
Fire
violet
Flame.
flame. There's something to that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's nodding. I actually see her too now. She's here too.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, well, they're here to join and assist.
Oh
Thank
my
you very
God, I love
much.
this. My
Um,
head is tingling.
yes. So the PD and I want to also talk about unity consciousness
Mhm.
and about consciousness in general, they're saying. They're showing me light, like bright light, and they're kind of like showing consciousness as light.
Mm.
1 second. It's like this bright, all-encompassing light. I mean, it is helpful because obviously, here on Earth, if we're all in daylight, then we're all in the same consciousness, right? So it's kind
Mhm.
of like easy to visualize kind of having the consciousness
Mhm.
across everything,
Mhm.
like daylight is.
Mhm.
The saying that light and consciousness are closely connected. They both have quantum attributes and are non-linear.
Mhm.
Light is an energy that can be created through consciousness, and consciousness can create light in return. Wow.
I'm getting so much reaction in my body as you're talking.
Yeah.
I was like,
Um,
what's happening?
yeah, but they're basically saying like step into the light of unity consciousness. This
Mm.
is their message for today that they really want to convey
Yeah, I'm
as
getting a
much as
lot of,
possible. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, no, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, they're saying as much as possible, try and let go of the darkness and the heaviness of the 3D and walk towards the light of unity and of love and of compassion and care for everyone. They're saying, like Jesus said, love thy neighbor. Don't choose not to criticize when they've taken a different angle to you. Um,
Spot on what I was hearing. I was hearing a lot of that about you, yeah, neutrality. Realizing when you start talking about the quantum part, they were hammering that into of like, yeah, outside of here, outside of here, there is no right, wrong. There is no, you know, positive, negative, light, dark. These are concepts that we attribute to things, people, places, circumstances here on earth. We assign them these things, but outside of here, when there is pure love and unity consciousness and neutrality, it can all be seen from a different angle and perspective. And they're encouraging everybody to kind of move into that space because, again, these things on earth are not going to be what I'm air quoting, like save us. It's going to be about the rise in consciousness and moving more into that light and unity is when we'll get to where we want to get to.
and they're saying, don't get us wrong. They acknowledge the road ahead
Hmm.
is bumpy
Hmm.
and that there are situations and factors outside of people's control that they're actually showing me that image again. I can't remember the Japanese name for it, of when
Hmm.
something is broken and then it's
Hmm.
rebuilt and glued back together, and it's almost like more beautiful in the way that it's been rebuilt. And they want
Yes.
to kind of give this image. Does it give a
Yes.
K? It's kind of saying K. Anyway, I can add it to the notes and look it up later. But yeah, they want to convey that sometimes things need to fall apart for it to be rebuilt more beautifully than before.
Mhm. I'm getting that's been coming in some of my recent private sessions and channelings. They're using a lot of imagery about vessels, um, clay pots, china itself, like china dinnerware, that kind of stuff, of that to explain, refinement. And something can look broken, but it's not. It's strong. It's stronger than you think. And refining the pot, refining it with precision and tools. I'm getting a lot of that imagery, so this makes so much sense of what you're saying.
Yeah, they're saying we're about to change into the age of Aquarius.
Hmm. Hmm.
And they're like, more on that later. But there's a lot of things, lots of structure that is going to be approaching and overcoming this transformation process, this evolution.
Yeah.
Um,
They just dropped in. When you were talking about the light, I had to open up my eyes because my it got really bright. They were saying the golden age. That's what you were seeing of when you were talking about that all-encompassing light, and I started to hearing the golden age. Oh my gosh, they're like we're showing the golden. That's a metaphor for what we're going into. And then when you said Age of Aquarius, it binged again, and I was like, okay, here we go.
told me to take a deep breath. Maybe everyone needs to take a deep breath.
Mhm.
Let's say all will be well. All will be
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
And they're
I'm-
here and supporting us and loving us through all of this unconditionally.
yeah, I'm actually seeing like Holly's question. It's funny because like we can read it as part of the viewer Q&A portion, but it's almost like they answered it for us. That's kind of funny because they're showing me the question and they're like, read her question because the way she worded it was so good. And they're like, we were answering that question. So I don't know if that's how they're blending the Q&A into the, the
Yeah, I
channeling
do
right
think
now.
that's just maybe just ask the question.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's
We'll
very
just,
very well written.
yeah, I think we'll just launch right into the questions since it's very relevant. The first one, the second one, or both.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so about the recent US presidential election, how will this impact the collective?
Wow. I heard the
Yeah, they're showing
phrase
me that
this.
that bright light of
Yeah.
unity, consciousness.
I heard the phrase, this is how we get home.
Wow.
That's that's interesting.
I'm just seeing just completely just white light across
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm. Yeah. I've been getting so many phrases last night and today, and yeah, I just keep seeing a lot of stuff of like, I don't want to say like it's a means to an end, but I'm kind of hearing that like it's just, I'm just seeing so much stuff about like, this is the gateway home. This is how we get to where we're truly wanting to be in the end. And they're showing me like the long term, I'm not just talking about like, uh, this is bigger stuff. This is like the utopia type stuff to
Yeah.
ultimately get to that, you have to do this first.
They're also saying that if you're finding that to be a triggering answer,
Yeah,
to return back to your own self-love and self-compassion.
yeah.
They're saying the answer to division is love, it's connection, and love starts with self-love.
Hmm.
And when you're triggered by external factors, again, return back to self-love and self-compassion.
Hmm.
In there, you will find the answers.
Yeah, I'm seeing a ripple wave. I'm seeing like individuals literally as they're going within and into their heart space and just showing that compassion and love, this rippling effect. It looks like a pond, all these ripples going out, and you would be surprised how your love and your light can literally transform a world. Like leaders and politics and policies and these things aren't, they come and go. They come and go every 4 years. They come and go. And they're showing me your love, your light does not come and go. It is a rippling effect that has the lasting change that you're all seeking. I'm getting really emotional.
That's lovely. Thank you. I think that's a really helpful message
hmm
to receive.
hmm
And actually, let's jump right into the next one because it's relevant to
Yeah.
can the PG9 offer suggestions and guidance on how the collective can work towards unity rather than division? Okay, well, that's they
Uh,
basically answered the
yeah,
question.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, they said they answered it. Love you by yourself and by
Yeah.
neighbor, they say. True. Um, and they say that so loving your neighbor also
Just got that.
is not just in a thought, it's not just an action, it's in thoughts. And you can try and engineer your thoughts to be more loving,
Mhm.
even when gut reaction may be to feel otherwise, to
Yes.
see if you can like shift it a little bit. And even if you just giving maybe 1% of loving towards them, that's better than 0%. The saying,
Yeah.
and because of the unity consciousness, because of our interconnectedness, as we're all part of source energy, we're all interconnected. They're saying that your neighbor will feel that they'll feel the difference, even if you don't speak to them or don't particularly see them.
Mhm.
They will feel that you're offering them love rather than anything else. The
hmm
thing. Um, thank you.
Yeah, and I was kind of seeing also as you're saying that, like if it's hard for you to understand how the other side feels right now, no matter what side of the coin you're falling on, um, just remember, we've all had situations where something didn't go our way or something did go our way, and how just tick into that vibration to have some, because I kept hearing like relatability. If you can just try, like you said, 1% of relatability to what someone else might be experiencing or feeling right now, that is enough. Like that is enough to help raise that love vibration of commonality, of unity consciousness. Because if you can, just meet someone on that level of, you know what, I've had something not go my way too. I understand that must be disappointing. Or, oh, I see that you're celebrating about something. I may not understand it, but I know what it's like to celebrate something. Like literally just taking into like the emotional component of that. You don't have to agree on the topic, but the emotional component of maybe how someone is feeling, and that will help bring some relatability and unity consciousness, to get to a little bit of neutrality in your body. It's interesting. I was also seeing a lot of that stuff with the golden rule, the golden age. They're pouring in a lot of that imagery to me right now.
Yes. Okay. I think that might be a good place to leave it for today.
Yeah, that was interesting. I keep being drawn to the crystal I'm holding, which is a really green one, and I wore green today. I don't
Oh, I was imagining
when
that like malachite.
Or
Oh
you
my goodness.
because I'm
Yeah.
literally, it's like a chrysocolla malachite
Stunning.
mixture, and it's
Nice.
really vibrant. My camera's really not doing this justice. But yeah, I don't ever consciously like pick out my colors. I always wear like a solid color tank top usually almost every day, and I'll just go to whatever I'm drawn towards. And so today I was drawn to a lot of green. So green is heart chakra. So you can even use color therapy right now, y'all, to wear green or pink and be in your heart chakra if you want to feel more of that, be more expansive in that place of love. Something to try.
Okay. Well, thank you to the PG9 and Saint Germain and
Lady
Portia.
Portia, that was
Yep.
fun.
Yes, and thank you to everybody for watching.
I was like visualized on them. I was kind of tuned in with
We
them.
send you love as well.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff if something resonated with you, if you want to, share your thoughts down below. We want to, be creating a community and a space of love as well. So, if you want to share that support to others after what you've just listened to, I'd love to read that. I know Sarah would as well. And if you're interested in doing a private session with us, we still have openings left in December. So head over to intothebluechanneling.com and you can watch us there and then message us, submit your questions, book a session, all the good stuff. All
Yeah.
right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Into the Blue Channeling with Laurie and Sarah. Please do like and subscribe to receive about our upcoming episodes. For further information, including how to submit your own question for Pleiadians, please visit intothebluechanneling.com or find us on social media at Into the Blue Channeling. See you next time!